Okay, let's create a window schedule for this little home. On the View tab, we should have a schedule button here, which is schedules. Scroll down to find Windows, schedule, and OK. And we'll bring across mark will be the first one. That'll be each individual window will have its own mark. We shall then go for window style. The width of the window, the height of the window, and height. And we'll do head height of the window. And then I'll put in a comments at the end as well. And in between that, I'm going to put in some that I just want to be able to add some text and to calculate what size lintel is required for each window and the jam studs that are required each side. So I'll create a new parameter. I'll call it a lintel. And the type of parameter is going to be just text that I can just type in as I need. Pick OK. I'll move that one up so comments is still last, and create another one, and I'll call that one jam stud. Again, it's a text as the type of parameter that I need, and pop that up and select OK. That'll bring in all of the windows that I've got in this building. Their window style has been pre-populated. The width, the height, the head height, nothing in the lintels or jam studs as yet. And again, that's text, so I can just I can add text or whatever I like into there. It doesn't affect any of the other windows of the same. Just take that out. We'll also create a door schedule. Creating a door schedule, I don't want to create a door schedule for every door in this house, only the ones on the external. There's a couple of reasons we do that is so that we can add what the solar heat gain coefficient and the U value is when we get to energy rating on the external glass, and as well as what size lintels and door jambs are needed for external windows and doors. So I'll create a door schedule as well. Just the laundry door has actually got a half glass door, so even though there's not a lintel over this one because there's beam carrying the trusses out here, we'll still put it into our schedule so that we can calculate, duplicate the schedule later on when we do our U values for the glass and the solar heat gain coefficient. Now we'll make a door schedule. So right mouse click over schedule, so new schedule, select doors and OK. And the fields that we will add is the mark again, so each individual door will have its own mark. We don't have a door style like the window where there was a window style. This doesn't give us that option, so for this one I'm just going to use type, and we'll make sure that'll match up with what I've got written in with the windows, so the door schedule and the window schedule will kind of work together. So staying with the same theory, we'll go with a width, we'll go with height, we'll do a head height and comments, and we'll add the lintel and the jam stud again. This time when I add the lintel, if I try to create the same parameter again, even though we're in a different schedule, it won't let me. It'll let me know that there's already one called lintel, and it doesn't like to do that. there are ways we can do shared parameters and that sort of thing. It can get a little bit complex for what we're doing at this stage. So what I'll do is I'll put a full stop after lintel, and that'll be different enough for it to work. Move that up, so comments is last, and I'll create a jam stud as well. Full stop on the end, change it to a text so I can add that data in. Move it up one, so comments is last, and OK. When we come into this door schedule, as I mentioned earlier, we only need 2 doors that we need to see. Door 1 is a sliding glass door, and I can actually let's see if I go shut down a couple of windows. I'm just getting so that I've only got 2 tabs. Is the floor plan and the door schedule. I just need to know that I'm picking on the right door. I'm going to type in WT on the keyboard. Whoa, not there. Down. I'll go back to the floor plan. WT should split the screen in whatever tabs are open and put it into 2 different views so I can see these as I go. I just want to make sure the windows, sorry, the doors that I'm selecting, you can see them highlight. So if I come down to that sliding glass door, this is the external one, and you can see it's highlighting as I pick. So it's called D1, and the laundry door is here, and it should be this one. Yeah, so just picking on the D2 over here is bringing that up, and I'll do a TW, should put it back to one screen again, back to the door schedule, and we need to filter all these other doors and just leave the mark in place. So I'll go to filter, and what I'll do is I'll go the mark contains D. As you add or change in any of these other doors that become external, if the front door got changed to a glass door or something, then you would add that one in. So we've got door 1 and door 2. You need to put them in order. You can see how that's a 2 above the 1 there. So we'll go back to our sorting and grouping and mark ascending, and OK, that'll put them in order. Probably need to do that with the window schedule as well. Yes, so sorting and grouping, sort by mark, ascending, and OK. Puts them all in order. The window style, the width, the height, and there's information that we can add into here, and there's comments and things that we'll add into here. Comments that we can put in the fixed window. It's a little window next to the so WT, oops, you have to do it in plan, WT, just zoom into the front door, and there's a pick on the fixed window. You can see that's the one that's being highlighted when I select that. So for that one, next to the comments page, I shall put in there lintel over window and door. So the lintel size that we put in there is going to cover from over that window and the door as well. Just so that that's what the comment section is for, all that sort of thing. So TW puts it back to one screen. We've got our window schedule and our door schedule. Let's create a new sheet. We'll drag the window schedule in place. It's actually massive. It's way too big. I'll just go back to the window schedule, and I'm just going to have a look at the appearance. Just want to see what size, what text is being used. So schedule default is the text type. So cancel. Go back to the sheet. I'm just going to start that text command by picking on the A, and I'll find that schedule default so that I can just make some tweaks there. Text size is 3.175, which looks like some kind of imperial to metric conversion of sorts, and I'll change it to 2mm high text size. Pick apply. Okay, so that's made it as a schedule a little bit more manageable. And picking on the schedule, you'll see the little triangles across the top. Drag them in, and we can snip it all up so it's not got big empty spaces. I'm going to leave some space for the lintel and jam studs because I'll be putting in the size and the stress grading, whether they're F17 or MGP 10s or whatever. And then we can probably stretch out the comments a little bit too, just to allow for a bit of space there. Not a big fan of that blank space in between on that schedule, so I'll return back in to the schedule, double pick it, and appearance, and blank row. Take out the blank row tick, pick OK. Returning to the sheet, I'll put the door schedule directly underneath. And what I'm going to do is match it up as best I can. Just going to drag the angles back, little triangles back. I'll get rid of that. The door schedule across the top there, and that would be back into the door schedule. Appearance. I'll take out the blank row. I'll actually take out the title across the top as well, and return to there. Just trying to get some sort of continuity between the two. The mark, I may as well leave those headings in place. So it says type, I might change that to read door style. So back to the schedule, back to formatting this time. So that type is the heading, door style. Okay, close that down. Window style, door style. The width can be narrowed down. They don't lock in, you just kind of have to get it roughly by eye. The head height, it's bunching up the text at the top there, so I'll stretch that back out so it puts it back into one. And stretch out the comments to match as well. So I'll just change that one to read door, window and door, and pick OK back here. So we've got a window and door schedule with the heading, and we can add our information in as we need to.